Hello, hello, it is I, Serpent, streaming this time on the collective channel that I share with Zyos and Tavir. I streamed a little bit on my own personal channel earlier. Now I'm here playing some Star Wars The Old Republic with my new Jedi Warrior character, Ophidian. And I'm going to be going through Terrace today. But also I think doing a little PvP, because there's a PvP season going on right now. There's a PvP season going on right now, and you can get things that I want. I hate PvP as a general rule. But want assemble the whole set here so you can see. I want this and the jetpack. I want that. I want it so bad. And look at that. Look how cool that is. Plus, it's a jetpack. It acts as a mount, but it's a jetpack. And also, while you have that, I believe that if you use the rocket pack option, it will also show the jetpack. So, like, who doesn't want to be an Outer Rim mercenary fooling around on that? But in order to do that, I have to get up to level 30 with that. And I am currently at level 13, almost 14. Also, there are some achievements I want to be able to do. And get these PvP Seasons tokens, because you can get some nice stuff with the PvP Seasons tokens. And you get those for every single one of these achievements, and then you get 5 of them, which is quite a lot, because generally things only cost 1 or 2. If you manage to get all the achievements. So I'm working on that. In order to get all the achievements, I've got to get a whole ton of medals for that, which means I'm doing a little bit of PvP every day, even though I hate PvP. So that will be interrupting the stream a little bit. Here and there for PvP. I'm going to go ahead and queue up right now for War Zones. I like the Galactic Starfighter PvP, but unfortunately the Galactic Starfighter PvP does not count towards any of the season bonus. Anyways, I am a noble Jedi Knight, a Cathar, with oddly colored fur and hair that I may change at some point, but right now I'm going with that because it struck my fancy. T7 is my companion. I've got other companions that I am using to send out to boost my skills here. I need to go back to the fleet and get more armor mech things to craft, which I will do shortly. But in the meantime, in between time, we're just building up those other skills. Top one goes to Kira, and then to C2N2, because those are actually attached to my character. And after that, I go with whoever has the lowest influence, so that I can build up their influence. That's my general rule of thumb. Let's talk to Dana and Ivan, who I got rid of some pirates for them.
Oh, thank goodness you've got our equipment. I've got word of another group of settlers not far from here. We'll probably set up camp together.
Yeah, awesome.
You might want to set up in a safer place this time.
Yeah.
We'll take your advice to heart.
Or maybe don't settle on Terrace.
Pirate
I am
blood. Stinky, gooey pirate blood.
And maybe
Pirates are all dead,
keep
Ivan.
an eye on
Now
him.
we can
Maybe
leave.
get him some
We can
therapy.
build a new settlement. Let's go.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I am on Terrace, who, if you've played the original Knights of the Old Republic, Terrace is the world that you start out on. And which gets laser blast bombarded into oblivion in the end of that thing. And this is 300 years later, the Republic trying to rebuild Terrace, which is a terrible idea for a variety of reasons that you will see. But first, let's do Voidstar. Oh, Voidstar. Voidstar is It should be fairly straightforward. One side attacks, one side defends, and then they switch and the other side attacks while the other side defends. Looks like I'm attacking first, which is fine. Our goal is to get to those doors. Get my quests here. Our goal is to get to those doors here, plant bombs on them, which burst through. Then we've got to extend those bridges here. Then we've got to burst through those doors. Then we've got to take down force fields there. Then we got to burst through those doors. And finally, we have to download the data core. And we have a variety of an amount of time in which to do that. But if we do it early, then the other team has to do it just as quickly. Or if our time runs out, the other team has to get at least as far as we did sooner than we did. So, yeah, that's the basic idea. Fairly straightforward, however, lots of people really don't know what they're doing in this. I am not actually playing a build that is fantastic for PvP on that. I'm playing a Jedi Guardian set to DPS, which is somewhat useful. Got a little bit there. Look at him running that way. I always zoom out fully. Somebody's already frozen me. Oh, you froze me. Okay. Cool. I'm going to make them come and stop me, which they will, obviously, because I'm right out in the open like that. But that now exposes him. He's already taken me apart. Which means we can all just gank him, which will hopefully allow some of us... He's still focused on me. I am keeping my eyes on the prize because I think I'm going to do it. Oh, no. I got stopped. Darn it. That's all right. We'll take him out. That's the thing. When you kill them, they get trapped up in a thing where they have to stay for a little while. But it's not exactly... It's not exactly a long time. It's a short time. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh. Apparently I was hit with the DOT. But it gave them a chance to set the bomb, which is what we needed. Go, 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 go. Here we go. At this point, we're talking about speed, because if we can get here before the other guys can, we can open that bridge before they have a chance to stop me. Nope. Oh, wait. Maybe. Maybe. Ah, almost. So close. So close. Curse you, Damask. You've been saving your team for a while now. All right, we're doing that again. We're doing that again. We're doing that again. Yes! Got it. This can be a fun war zone. Oh, we got somebody who's invisible. You can tell whenever it locks you like that where you're grabbing your head, somebody invisible has just hit you. Which is okay. There, he's dead. Oh, is he just jumping past me, the idiot? Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't use that word. I try not to use words that disparage people's mental capacity, because that's not it. Having bad tactics is no reflection on how intelligent. Having bad tactics is a reflection of how well you know tactics, which is a skill. A skill that you have to cultivate, like any other skill. So it's not a matter of them having more or less mental capacity. It's a matter of them not understanding the tactics. Except in this case, they were able to save themselves at the last minute. Need a little health boost. There we go. They are stun locking me like crazy, which is, of course, the best way to deal with this. You remember I've got Saber Throw now. The new ability for me. We're gonna go over... Hi, you. I'm just keeping a thorn in my side. Every time I'm putting out waves like that, that is actually the Guardian Tank's threat thing, which works a little bit different on Guardian DPS normally, but in PvP, it does the same thing as threat on a tank, which is to make anyone who's not attacking you do less damage, which is very useful if you use it well and strategically. And it's one of the reasons why tanks are such devastating characters in PvP. They're doing better here than they were up front. They've pulled it together. See, the trick with this is either kill lots of them or else overwhelm them. Although right now, it's 2 of us pinning down 3 of them, which is actually pretty good. Right. Come on, let me out. Maybe. Come on. Oh, they got it on the other side. Excellent. See, that's the thing, is we were tying up enough of them that they were able to overwhelm them on the other side, which is what we wanted.
Alert. Hull breach.
I'm about to die, which means... Yeah.
Please proceed
but that's okay.
to the bridge.
It's actually good for us to kill these guys here on these levels, because they spawn back at the doors when we have to blow through the doors, but when we have to lower force fields or raise the bridges, they'll actually spawn beyond the force fields and bridges, which takes them effectively out of the combat. We are going to get stopped here, though. That is the end of the round. Okay. So we made it that far. We made it to the force fields, which means we need to stop them in the same amount of time from making it to the force field, which is doable. We are down 1 here. We don't have a full 8, which is distressing. And here's the medals I'm getting. I've already gotten 4 medals. That's good. Generally, I try to get at least 7 medals per match, and ideally 9. And then anything above that is gravy. But at least 7 is good. If I don't get at least 7, then I'm being stopped. However, there is a somewhat of a problem, because There's somewhat of a problem because I'm lower level. Now, for PvP, my level is boosted. You'll see it says 48 going to 80.
Alert.
God, yeah, I couldn't
Unauthorized
get to him. It
armaments
wouldn't let me
detected.
jump. Oh, son of a... So what they just did right there is they left one person all alone at the door, which is something you should never do. Because I got stun locked, I could not move fast, and now they're through. It's not the end of the world. We can hold them at the bridges, and we can hold them at the second doors. But it is annoying. Oh, come on. Nope, they're stun locking us like crazy. They've got this down. That's probably gonna be game. But I'm gonna keep fighting, because I want them medals. Boy, they're making me pull for each inch. Okay. Gonna put me up here. As you can see, when you're on the defending team, you've got this lock that you have to wait to undo before you can rejoin the fight, and that is what gives the attacking team the advantage. And I was unfortunate enough to be killed right when the lock was at full. However, now we're boosted. They've got that. I don't want to tie them up any more than that. Do we not have anybody over here? What is with this team? You never leave a door unguarded. What is wrong with them? See, this is what I'm talking about with...
Unauthorized armaments detected.
Every last member of my team was over on that other side, and they still couldn't stop them. That's incredible. That is astounding.
Hull breach. Reactor core level. Evacuation.
Oh, have we not stopped yet?
Initiated.
That means we must have gotten the
Please proceed
force
through
field
lifts
down.
to the bridge.
But they're going to get the force field down. It's 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Like, there's no possible way they don't get the force field down. And that's just... There's nothing you can do when you get put on a bad team. Nothing. See, nobody's going over there. Nobody's stopping that guy. I don't have enough time to get over there. And yeah, he just downed the force field, which means they got farther than us in a shorter amount of time. So that's it. That is annoying when you get set with a bad team. But that is part of the draw there. And one of the biggest complaints I have about SWAT or PvP, and the main reason why I hate it, is because it is so poorly balanced. They really make no effort. SWATer makes no effort to balance the team properly. And this is true at the top level, at level 80. You basically have, level, I believe, 50 and below. You have level 51 to 79, and then you have level 80. But within that, there's a lot of variation. And there's just no effort by the game whatsoever to balance within that variation. Which means you will get stuck on a team that simply does not have the firepower. Now, there's another factor involved, which is teams that just aren't very good. And there's nothing you can do to screen for that. Like, you could maybe set up some sort of ranking system where it matches you with people of similar win-loss record skill level. But there's issue with that. But at the very least, they should do a lot better with balancing teams. Yes, and it is the primary reason why PvP in this game is just not fun. It's just not fun because either you're going to be on a team which sucks, which there's nothing you can do at that point, you're just outgunned, or you're going to be on a team that overwhelms the opponents, which means there's no skill involved, which is also not fun.
Aisha, Vetus, everybody, he's back.
I got these people stuff from their settlement. No one should settle on Taris.
Okay, calm down, people.
No one.
Let's deal with the possessions first, so those who want to can leave.
I'm a Jedi, so I won't
I've
charge them.
brought what you requested.
This is fabulous. Not a page lost.
Yeah, I can't wait to turn this on.
I have to show these to my mother. She's been so worried. I'll be right back.
I think what she meant to say
I
was
got
thank
them
you, but she's a little
seeds
giddy.
and a
Don't worry,
power
none of us
generator
will
and
forget your
somebody's
generosity.
unfinished novel and all sorts of stuff there. Rewards for it.
The material things themselves aren't that important, but it's like you gave us back more than that.
But really, I'm just telling all these people, get off of Taris, because the Republic plan to recolonize Taris is a terrible idea. First of all, Taris wasn't that great of a place to begin with. It was mired in the worst aspects of the Republic. Lots of pro-human racism. Lots of just awful poverty. People who were criminals got sent down to the underlevels, and their children had to stay in the underlevels, so you had generational prisons. It was a terrible place. One of the quests that I've already done had to deal with... actually, I don't think I've turned it in yet, so you might actually get a chance to see the aftermath of that. Had to do with a bunch of people saying, hey, we've got the deed, we own this land, but there's a bunch of scavengers squatting on it. Can you get rid of the scavengers for me? And when you meet up with the scavengers, you find out that they are the original inhabitants of the area before the humans kicked them out, before Taris' destruction. So, like, Taris was just a terrible place. And now the Republic wants to rebuild it as a symbol, but it's now swarming with rat ghouls, which is a plague that turns you into monsters. Why would you want to live in Taris? Why would you want to live there? It's a terrible, terrible place. Republic shouldn't colonize it. Leave it to the rat ghouls. But oh well. Republic's gonna Republic, I guess. I got all those, right? Yeah. This is Huttball. Huttball is fun. It's very much like football in that you get the ball, or European football, in which you get the ball and you get it over the opponent's goal. Very easy. There are also obstacles that kill you, and, also us. All the other players are going to try to kill you.
Listen up. These are the rules of Huttball. 2 teams.
Baron Deathmark's going to tell us.
Chosen by random draw. 1 ball, slippery as a greased hut. Grab the ball, throw the ball. Get the ball over the opposing team's line any way you can, and your team gets a point. Weapons, name-calling, and cheating are all encouraged. But do not kick the ball. Hutts don't have feet. Show our sponsor,
My favorite rule.
the respect he deserves.
Not allowed to kick the ball because Hutts don't have feet. There is actually something you can buy in the cartel market, or on the galactic market, that lets you kick the ball, and every time you do it, Baron Deathmark flips out. Fun. Anyway, here we go.
Let's play Huttball.
There are 4 different arenas, I believe, on Huttball. Just gonna kick me back like that? Okay. Oh, you dick. Okay, see, he's doing the thing where they're going to try to sneak somebody over to the other goal line so that he can throw it at them. Why are you going on me? I don't even have the ball. This is not wisdom. And we stopped him there, which meant that he had to throw the ball to nothing. And part of that was because they spent all their time on me, instead of going and defending for their ball handler. It was very foolish of them. But that's okay, I'm fine with the other team being foolish. They're also now just leaving the ball out there, which means I'm going to grab it. Now, let's see what we can do here. They're going to start hurting me. I do not have as much power as a tank here, so I'm relying on my allies, who did not show up for me, which meant I died. Which is okay. I was out front of them. They might not have been able to catch up. But you saw, even with that that issue, like how deep into their territory I got. They... Alright. Let's see what I got. Who can I give this to? Don't want to give it to them. They've almost got no health left. I could give it to that person. Yeah. That's good. That's good. In fact, I'm going to. Right there. At this point, my job is to get to the goal that I can help them. There we go. They made it without me. Excellent. Excellent. Stuck behind an obstacle there. That is good teamwork. Did you see how they got themselves into position where they could throw it, so that where I could throw it to them? So that they weren't stuck. I'm going to try to do the same thing for him now. Go here. I'm going to stay here for a little bit in case he needs to throw it to me. There's another person there, so I don't need to do that. We are all in the end zone now. There's a bunch of us in the end zone, so he just needs to throw it to us. Yes! And they try to stop me, but they can't. Can't stop me. I'm barely even touching anybody. I'm mostly just running the ball. I'm not even paying attention to killing anybody, because that's not the point of this game. Oh, tried to get to the health bonus. Couldn't quite make it, because there I am. That's alright. You want to play with me? I can play with me. I've got no problem slowing you down. I can do more damage than you. They are not using good strategy. And meanwhile, nobody's touching our guy. You see our guy just waltzing into the end zone like that? Yeah. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Okay, they got the ball there, but that's not going to save them because I'm running up on them. They can't stun lock all of us. And yeah, there we go. Now, if I was on my Vanguard, I could do all kinds of things. As a Guardian, I don't have all those options. Why is he just standing there? What you doing, buddy?
Neutral ball! Let's go berserk! Frog dogs, grab the ball! Run, frog dogs!
Okay, our guy has the ball. So I'm gonna go up there with him. You're gonna try to stop me. That's fine. That's fine. Better me than the ball handler. Oh, I hate stun locks. Hate them. See, they're focused on me. Our other guy just went around the outside. You see him? That's teamwork. Now I'm gonna do this. And then jump up there, but we've already lost the ball, so... I'm almost dead, so I'm just going to do some damage here. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can get to the... Maybe I can get to that. No, I can't. Just starting over there. It's alright. We're doing really good. We're up 3-0.
Frog dogs, grab the ball! Run, frog dogs!
And in this case, I think we're evenly matched for once, which is rare. But in this case, we've just got better strategy than they do. I mean, there's nothing they can... There's nothing they can do about that. I do that. I hit him with my... They didn't even bother. I think some people have given up. And that's the coward's way out. I'll tell you, one thing I I really have no patience for is teams that just give up. Because there's other reasons to do this. For instance, getting medals, which is important also. Getting medals, getting valor. He got killed. Okay, I'm gonna hang here and see if my teammates can grab the ball so I can stay in position. He's almost dead. I'm not panicking yet. He, on the other hand, has more hit points, so I'm gonna work my way back over there. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Yes! Good. Good. I'm right here. See me there. See me there. There you go, buddy. They're smart. They'll try to stun lock me there. Ah, they did, but they knocked me back too far, the fools. Oh, get it, get it, get it! Ah, that was just bad luck. Moved out of the target zone before I could get it to him. Oh, it would have been such a beautiful pass, too. Well, you get the idea of this. Again, like I think there are 4 different arenas that do different things. Hutball's actually a lot of fun. Kind of. Oh, stepping in goo is not fun, on the other hand. That hurts me. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. There you go. Have fun up there. I'm going to actually drop down and try to do something a little bit sneaky. Which is that! Ha ha ha! Always beware. Jedi Knights have jump. Whoa! Ha ha! Oh, and he knocks me back, the bastard. But guess what? I still have the ability to jump. Maybe. If I can get the right angle. There we go! Honestly, they're doing very poorly. They should. They do not have good strategy, this team. Which, you know, I sympathize because I've been on teams where nobody had good strategy, you know, but me. It happens. See, at this point, I think a lot of them aren't even trying. Which, you know, we're 5-0. Okay, let's see if we can get 6 before the end of the game.
Somebody kill someone.
15, 14, and that's 6. And 6 automatically ends the game. 12 medals for that. You see that? I try to get 20 medals a day.
Today's winners, honor and
I try to get 20 medals a day because that keeps me on track for that achievement I want to get. In fact, that keeps me a little bit over track so that I have time for, you know, taking days off. Phrasing. What phrasing there, Zios? What phrasing do you have a problem with, Zios? Dirty-minded Jedi kitty. Alright, that's it for Warzones. Because I got the weekly thing for that. As you see here, the only... or I got the daily thing for that. The only daily thing I have left right now is arena matches. Oh, hey, I got a new level there for the PvP thing. Level 14. Doing good, proceeding apace. So at this point, I only have arenas, which will probably take a little bit longer to queue. Which is fine. Let's go talk to Governor Suresh. Governor Suresh is... there are many admirable things about Governor Suresh, in the same way that there are many admirable things about Hillary Clinton. but also war crimes.
I don't care what your plan is. We're not sticking around to get eaten alive. Me and my crew are leaving. Period.
If you want to abandon the work you agreed to do for the Republic, I can't stop you. But you aren't leaving. A 6-month quarantine requirement has been put into effect. Anyone trying to leave without prior authorization is subject. You can sit in a medical bay and go broke, or you can help us accomplish something unprecedented. It's your choice.
You shouldn't be so harsh, Governor. These men aren't fighters.
We are what we choose to be. I
No?
know you're going to make the right decision here, Hull. Come back when you do.
See, that's that kind of coercion. That's that kind of hardball that she plays. It's gonna end up later in the plot line having
Unfortunately, not everyone
issues.
flourishes in the face of adversity. Scouting parties are already reporting lower Rakghoul populations. Most of our work crews are gearing up. We're finally gonna get this project moving.
I like flirting with people. Yeah.
If things are back on track, does that mean you'll have time for dinner sometime?
Social engagements aren't in the cards for the time being, but it's kind of you to ask.
See, she's
Ancestors
evil.
called
No,
Taris
kidding.
home
That's not why
once.
she's evil.
Thanks to you, millions of people might call it home again someday. Stay safe. And stay in touch.
She is a strong figure. She is very good at getting people to do what she wants. And she is more than willing to commit atrocities. As we find out later in the plotline. Sorry about slight spoilers for later on, but it's true. What is this back there? Is this... Okay. This is me talking to the people who... Reclaiming what's ours, the quest says. And of course, the twist is we found out it's not theirs. Not theirs at all, actually. And since I'm not doing this with Zyos, I actually got to make the right decision. Zyos is the worst Jedi ever.
Excellent job. We could smell the smoking metal corpses from here.
That's their guard droids
Told
he's
him that's
referring
not
to.
really possible.
So who are the crooks who set themselves up on our property? Did you drive them off?
How harsh do I want to be? I don't like him.
Your ancestors stole this land. I have the real deed right here.
The alien resettlement was a valid executive order approved by the Republic. This is our land.
What a
There are
dick.
alien survivors who kept their claim? I'd have thought they would never come back here. I studied the history. It wasn't right.
Yeah,
It was justified. You can't make us leave because of that.
yeah, I can.
I'm sorry it didn't happen as you hoped.
You can't do this to us.
Yeah, we
Our
can.
family governed this planet. We owned it.
It's been a long time since that mattered, Relis.
At least
Yeah, I'm the
she's
next ship
practical.
It was kind of crazy to think we'd get our dream after 300 years. That only happens in stories.
Yeah, also,
Hey, good
you're...
job. Both on the droids and getting to the bottom of that mess. Terrace politics. Huh. Who cares about this dump anyway?
That's what I'm
Brass
saying.
called me when you left. Wanted to see if your work's as good as your rep.
I am a Jedi, you know. We have our uses.
Captain Childress is gonna love that attitude. He's got something for you to do, and he said to pass the word. If you're interested, go look him up.
Nobody
His
should
office is
settle on
HQ,
this planet.
other
This
side of
planet
the
is a
base.
hellscape
Tell him you're the one who ran
filled
off
with
Rat Brigade.
quasi-sentient monsters who eat you and then turn you into them. They're like werewolves, but less sexy. They are... Like nobody should settle here. This planet should be for the Rakghouls. There are other planets in the galaxy. This whole resettlement idea is terrible. Anyway, moving on. You can see it's taking longer to get through the queue now because now I'm queued for arenas. Not as many people queue for arenas, which is understandable because, A, arenas are harder than war zones because it's just 4-on-4. And B, the worst jerks in Star Wars PvP play arena. It's just true. Most of the people are lovely, and I've noticed that people are behaving better now than they used to, which is hopeful. But yeah, if you're gonna find the absolute worst jerks in Star Wars PvP, it is probably going to be. I already got him. It is probably going to be in arenas because they just. Candy's in danger of a buff snake. Yeah, you are. I don't know what it is about arenas that just draw out the whole. Like, and the fun thing is, the people who are jerks, the people who complain, are always the worst players. Like, skill-wise, they are the worst players. They are always drains on their team. They are always worthless. They never punch above their weight. They are below average players. And I have never yet met an exception. Anybody who goes into the chat and starts abusing somebody else in the chat, without exception, has just been the worst, which makes sense. They've done studies about this stuff, and they've found that the people who are the worst and most abusive trolls online are the people who have a deep sense of their own inadequacy and are scared of other people taking their place by being better than them. So, yeah, these are people who know they can't cut it on their own. The Sinking City. The Sinking City is where the heart of old Taris collapsed into the world below during the bombardment. Taris's most lively business and cultural districts have become a morass of urban decay. The ruins of Dynamet General Hospital, as well as massive building plates that once supported towering skyscrapers, provide shelter for raccoons, pirates, and scavengers. But the sinking city promises to rise again. Several attempts have been made to begin new construction in the area, and the Republic is focusing its reconstruction efforts on returning Taris to its former glory. Candy, if sound redeems are busted, you need to talk to Zyos about that, as Zyos is our technical expert. I don't really know how he's got that set up. I don't go into the setup for this channel, I just stream on it. But since Zyos is in the chat now, hopefully he's seeing that, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Because we want our sound redeems to work. We want those loyalty points to be able to be spent properly. Here's Captain Childress. Let's see what job Captain Childress has for a Jedi.
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me.
You're all smiley.
Nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Taris is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
That's by scenes? Because I'm using the Thousand Tavir profile. Oh, I see. I don't have that browser source. Well, I'll add that browser source to my scenes for the next time I do this then. That's what I will do.
The destruction of Taris was a terrible loss.
And we almost let it happen again on Coruscant. 300 years after Taris, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
Until we learn to defend ourselves, we're at the Empire's mercy.
That's why I'm here. Learn what we can, so we don't repeat the mistakes.
Okay, I'm on board with that.
To defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my teams lost contact which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Taris.
What's this ship? Why is it so valuable?
There were Jedi aboard back in the day. Now,
Specifically,
we hope it's got data on the
Bastila
attackers.
Shan and Revan.
The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your number 2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
All right. Get some
Gotta get to the
buffins.
Endar Spire fast if you want to find survivors.
Let's save some buffins.
As you can see by the data, there is no disease in known space that propagates as quickly as the Tarising Rakul plague. Even one individual Rakul can start a pandemic, as we have observed in 81 colonies to date. Until a vaccine can be widely distributed, it is highly doubtful that any civilian colonization effort will yield lasting results. Thank you.
If you're working on a vaccine, I'd like to help.
Working on is a generous term. The last breakthrough in Rakul plague research was 3 centuries ago.
In KOTOR.
Net archives say a Dr. Thorne developed a Rakul serum vaccine
You help him
just
do that.
hours before the bombardment.
Yep.
I've been trying to acquire this serum, but short of putting a blaster to someone's head, that's not going to happen.
What makes you think that?
There's a pirate camp not far from here. They went after the ruins of Serpent Memorial Hospital. Serpent was well preserved. If there's Rakul serum to be found, it'd be there. I asked Commander Viki to step in, but since it wasn't a Republic hospital, the pirates have legal salvage rights.
What is legal and what is right are often different. I'll pay them a visit.
That's
I love that
extremely
line.
brave of you. The Death's Claw pirate gang robs anything that talks and shoots anything that doesn't. I can't say what will be required to get this done, but this plague has infected half a planet's worth of people. So if that serum shows up on my lab table,
All right.
it'd be unethical to throw it away for any reason. I hope my position is clear.
Right. You don't really care how you get it as long as you get it. Got it.
Even if Rakul serum samples aren't viable, we might still learn from them.
All right. Andy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brief technical break and see if I can get that those things set up. Oh wait, I'd actually have to stop for that, wouldn't I? I don't have the right source. All right, we'll do that. Since it's just you guys watching right now, I'm going to stop the stream real quick. Fix it. Shouldn't take more than 5 to 10 minutes. And then I will be right back. Because I do want those working. Especially if I'm going to be streaming for a while today. Be right back. 5 to 10 minutes.